Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm gonna review fragrances of the new indie perfume brand from London. It is called GALLIVANT and it was created and founded by Nick Stewart. I hope I pronounced all the names correctly, and if I'm not, then make sure that you check out my description box down below where you will find all the information about this brand and also the official website of it. So Nick has been into perfume industry for a long time, and he has been a creative director of a very well-known niche perfume brand that is called like this, and he decided to create something own with interesting concept and to focus on the really good materials. So he created his own perfume brand and he collaborated with two female independent perfumers, and Nick travels a lot and he decided to create fragrances that are inspired by his personal favorite cities that he has been to. And he has 4 fragrances in his collection and I'm gonna review all of them. I have no particular order going through them, but let's start with the fragrance that is called Brooklyn and was inspired by that city. This is actually the presentation of the sample. I think it is really cute and very handy. And why I want to start with Brooklyn is because it surprised me the most out of all the perfumes. And that is because when I saw the notes, I thought, oh man, it will be a beautiful, easy to wear, summery perfume. And it impressed me so much. First of all, in the opening you get beautiful, sunny, super refreshing, super energizing, super warm orange. And I love when citruses are on the warm side, when they are delicious, and I don't like that much when citruses are cold and have that cologne touch to them. So anyways, in here we get a lot of citruses in the opening. We have beautiful bergamot, we have lemon, we have orange juice, we have also incense and cardamom, but for me the most dominant note is orange. And then the fragrance melts into creaminess of magnolia and just milkiness of orris root. And I really like orris root. That is one of my most favorite notes, and magnolia flower is actually one of my most favorite white florals. So I knew that I will like this perfume, but oh my god, so creamy, it is so flawless, and I love that that orange from the opening doesn't go away anywhere. It stays there, it melts into the creaminess, and it just creates the most delicious scent ever. And the dry down of Brooklyn is pretty musky, a little bit sweet, maybe also a little bit woody. We have notes of musk, white woods, benzene and amber. So I think Brooklyn is the most beautiful, sunny, summery scent. You can wear it in the spring and in the beginning of the autumn as well. I don't know how it will perform in the winter, but I know that in the summer it is super good, and I really like that it has beautiful longevity. Even when it is really hot outside, it stays on your skin and it projects, and that is the thing with all fragrances of this brand. That is the first thing that I noticed, the good niche high quality. All fragrances last for so many hours and they have beautiful projections, so you will be noticed with these perfumes. Anyways, that was all for Brooklyn. Love it very much and definitely recommend it to all of you who are into orangey scents, because orange in here is for me the most dominant note, even though milkiness is also super present and super nice. So let's move on to the next perfume that was inspired by the city Tel Aviv. And Tel Aviv is actually a floral explosion. In the opening we have just a little bit of citruses and maybe like a bit of something fruity, but it goes away pretty quickly, and then beautiful intense florals come into play. Actually we have a lot of strong floral notes in here which are pretty heavy on their own, and combined together, oh my god, this is serious stuff here. So we have jasmine, sambac, we have ylang ylang, we have rose oil, and we have freesia. And the most dominant and strong note is of course jasmine, but I like when it settles down and also other notes can come through the scent. It is more on the jasmine side though, and the dry down is pretty musky, pretty maybe like slightly woody and also sweet, and I think it is a beautiful scent to wear in the summer. But to wear this perfume you need to love jasmine first of all, and you need to love strong floral scents. If you like those perfumes, then this is a perfume for you. Another interesting note that this perfume features is called Liatrix. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name of it correctly, and that is not a very frequently used note, and I think it accentuates the floral aspect very well. Anyways, that was all for Tel Aviv. It has a really strong projection though, and Siash. Anyways, London is the next perfume that we are gonna talk about, and I was looking forward to try out London so much because I was really curious about the notes. And we have top note of cucumber, and I thought that cucumber is a pretty tricky note to work with. It can be synthetic, it can go away pretty quickly, and I didn't want that, and it doesn't happen. So another top note is violet leaf, but I don't get a lot of violet leaves in here. I get cucumber. When you cut fresh cucumber, it is watery, it is slightly green, and it is just super refreshing, and that is exactly how the opening of this fragrance smells. I was super surprised, and already in the opening I smelled a bit of leather, and I thought, oh my god, leather already in the opening, but that kind of went away pretty quickly, and then I was left with beautiful, super like watery cucumber. But it is not aquatic, so don't get me wrong, just like super watery, like a truly authentic scent of cucumber. And then the fragrance gets rosy because of the Rose de Mai Absolute that we have in here. We also have rose oil and orris root. I don't smell a lot of orris root, mainly roses. They are kind of like rich, fresh, clean, and they have something soapy to them, which I'm normally not the biggest fan of when the roses turn soapy, but in here it is super appropriate, it is super nice, and I really like how elegant this scent is because of leather in the base. We also have sandalwood, patchouli and cedarwood, but leather is probably the note that I get the most in here. So the most noticeable notes for me are cucumber, rose and leather, and this perfume represents London so well. This is the only city that I have been to out of all these cities that we talk about, and it just represents London so well. I would describe London with one word, busy, but I loved that. I loved the people, I loved that grey weather, and it is like perfect. It is elegant like London, it is like wet like London, and the leather is super nice. It is not animalic, it's just elegant. I know, I would describe London as elegant perfume. You can wear it all year round, perfect for formal occasions, for work, for classes, for I know, like all formal occasions when you need to smell elegant and really, you know, like British people, then London is a perfect scent for that. Anyways, we are moving on to the last but not least scent that was inspired by the beautiful city Istanbul. And I thought this will be the most heavy and the most intense oriental thing and the most intense perfume out of all, and it is actually, but it is blended together so nicely. Not a single note stands out. Everything is in a perfect balance. We have bergamot, cardamom and red thyme in the opening. The spices are warm, they are alluring, they are super nice to smell. And we have the note of lavender absolute in the heart, and I thought it won't be noticeable because other notes like geranium essence, patchouli, sweet myrrh and other notes will just overwhelm the lavender, but lavender provides beautiful aromatic scent, and all the other notes are also kind of noticeable, but I cannot like detect, okay, I smell that, that, and that. Everything is just blended so right, and I think it is just a really nicely done perfume. The dry down is very oriental. We have strong vanilla in here, we have strong sandalwood in here, and really strong amber. I don't smell a lot of musk and maybe like tonka bean, even though tonka bean is pretty intense in here, but it is super ambery. I'm not the biggest fan of oriental perfumes, and especially ambery fragrances, but oh my god, this is so nice, and it will be really lovely to wear in the winter when it is freezing cold outside, and to wear a beautiful, aromatic, warm, spicy, sweet, resinous perfume like this. That is just a dream. That is super nice for winter. And guys, that was probably all that I wanted to say you today in this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching it, and if you find it helpful, then please give me a thumbs up. I'm always glad to see them, and subscribe to my channel if you want to support me. Check out my description box down below. You will find the link to the official website of GALLIVANT Perfumes. You can order samples and play with the fragrances. They come into 30 milliliter bottles, which is super handy, which is super nice for traveling, and I really love when niche perfume brands have really, you know, like not that huge bottles, but 30 ml. That is just super cool. Anyways, stay tuned, and we'll see each other in my next video really soon. Bye.